My name is Chris Tiso. I'm the founder and CEO of Chirpify. We enable politicians, musicians, record labels, consumers, businesses to buy, sell, donate, and transact in-stream on Twitter.
Now, you look kind of familiar. You've been here before. What was the name of your company previously, and tell us about the evolution that you went through.
Sure. The MVP product was called Sell Simply, and that was kind of a Craigslist on top of Twitter. So that was kind of my test of were people willing to hook up their payments, which is PayPal, to their Twitter account. And lo and behold, people were willing to do that. And so the natural progression was if you're willing to sell your bike on Twitter and your friends will buy that, well, brands are probably willing to do that, and nonprofits are probably willing to do that. And so the evolution turned into what's now called Chirpify. And the name Sell Simply didn't fit anymore because we now do peer-to-peer payments, fundraising, and so selling or Sell Simply didn't really fit. So Chirpify was the better fit.
When did you make that decision to change the name of the company and change the emphasis somewhat?
Sure. So we entered Upstart Labs about 6 months ago now, 7 months ago. And within Upstart, that's where the progression happened. And it was kind of that idea to rebuild the platform to a scalable platform. The MVP product really wasn't going to scale up to 1 million users. So we rebuilt the platform, rebranded as Chirpify, and relaunched. And we've been live now for about 4 months.
How has your experience been being part of an incubator?
I can't say enough good things about Upstart. And Greg Rao, who is the founder of Upstart. They have a really unique model in that they provide seed funding, but also services as well. So for an early stage startup, it's invaluable to have services or people in the trenches helping you get your product to market. And so where a lot of incubators provide mentorship, mentorship's free. You can go, I can meet you for coffee and have our mentorship session for free. What's really valuable is people coding and designing and working on your brand. And for an early stage startup, you want to get your product to market, and that's what they help do.
How did you decide to be a sole founder and continue down that path?
Right. So this is my third startup. My last startup before this was called The Good, and I had a co-founder in that. And this time I decided to go it alone. There's benefits to either way. Solo you get to 100% say in the product or direction. There's cons to that too. You don't have you're doing 100% of the work yourself. And so for the last year and 4 months or so, I basically was building this by myself, and that was really difficult. It's really difficult in terms of you have no one else to lean on or talk to, or the product idea is all up solely in your head, and you have no idea if those ideas are correct. So there's benefits and pluses to either. Right now I'm happy that I went the solo founder route. It's definitely difficult when you go for funding. There's negative perceptions about solo founders out there in terms of fundraising. I was happy to raise our round as a solo founder and kind of show other entrepreneurs that you can be a solo founder and you can raise funds. You can get your product to market. You can build a company. So I'm really proud of that.
Tell us about the fundraising effort that you went through and what that looked like.
Sure. So we started with local angels, and there was some interest from local angels, great guys. And as we progressed in our talks with them, it was kind of obvious that we were raising, or I was raising too little of a round. And it initially started off at $250K. And it's obvious the niche we're playing in with Twitter, commerce, payments, it's a hot area, and to accomplish what we wanted to do, I really needed to up the round. And so it went from local angels to getting a lot of interest from venture capital firms, both in the Valley and from the Pacific Northwest. And I was just lucky that it became a competitive round, and then Voyager Capital out of Seattle ended up leading the round. And they've been an amazing partner so far. They have a really cool hand. And just helping us build the company now.
So what have you done since you've raised the money?
Hired a lot. So we're up to 6 people right now. We'll probably get up to about 10 people over the next coming months. We have one developer. We need developers, so PDX, PHP devs, please come apply at Chirpify. We're solving some awesome problems, and it's a good challenge.
What advice do you have for budding entrepreneurs?
I would say enhance your calm and stay cool, because it's easy to get mixed up in the day-to-day and think every decision you're making is going to ruin the company, or you hyperbolize over the decisions you have to make. In the grand scheme of things, you're going to make thousands and thousands of decisions, and no one is going to tank your company. You really just have to remain cool. Have good mentors. I would say, you know, have a couple close mentors that you can really trust, because it's an emotional and you know, it's a trying thing to do to run a company. So that helps as well.